Okay, we're going to take a look at Moonee Valley Race 7 on Saturday on the Cox Plate card. It's the 2,040 metre Group 2 Drummond Golf Vase lead up to the Victorian Derby. We're pretty confident that we can get a winning result here, and the two horses that we're going to be backing in this, we also consider leading contenders, serious leading contenders for Victorian Derby, and we expect their prices to firm after Saturday. We can bet into this race with a good degree of confidence. The two horses that we're interested in backing are the number 2 Air Assault and also the number 7 Coning. If we take a look at the betting market at the moment, Air Assault's available at 6.5, 2.10 as the top elect, and just behind it, second top rated for us is the 7 Coning, which can be backed at 18.0 and 4.0. You can back both of these on an each way basis with a good degree of confidence to get a winning result out of the race. Got a feeling that they should be fighting the race out. The favourite in the race is Vedard, which we've got third top rated. This is a strong renewal of the Vase. Lots of good future form is going to come out of it. We'll just get the opinion that Air Assault and Coning, both superbly bred, got good scope for more, and they should be able to fight this out. Okay, we'll start off by having a look at the 2 Air Assault. Very well bred 3-year-old gelding by Justify out of the Zabeel mare Elegant Eagle. If we pull up the pedigree for Air Assault to start with. Okay, very well bred by leading 3-year-old sire. His progeny really started to train on in the form of Justify. Had a great season, Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere time. Out of the Zabeel mare Elegant Eagle, she was a very good producer herself. She has got 3 stakes winners of 5 stakes races, including the top class Go Indigo, which won the Champagne Stakes. I remember backing that at, I think, 40-1 that day. It won the Champagne by Bernardini. If we go back to the third dam, the top class Crown Jester producer, Very Droll, who is the dam of 2 stakes winners of 7 stakes races, including the top class Haha from the Gay Waterhouse Yard, which won the Flight Stakes, the Golden Slipper, the Tea Rose, the Silver Shadow, and the Apollo. Great producing distaff line. Air Assault comes into this off the back of winning last start by a widening 3.3 lengths, knocking off Diamond Choice, Sentimental Flame. We get a good line back through Sentimental Flame to the likes of Diamond Choice and Surprise Coming. The line through Surprise Coming gives us a line directly back to Griff, where Surprise Coming ran second to Griff in the Exford Plate. Yes, Griff's improved off that, but that puts Air Assault 5 to 6 lengths in front on that form reference. So happy to think that's a true form reference. The form reference through Ambassadorial is also very good. And taking the breeding into account, just got the impression that this one is a high-class Group 1 stayer on the make. If that proves true, the 6.50 tomorrow is going to seem excellent value out of a Zabeel mare. Good stoutness bred into the bottom half of the pedigree, as is proven. Scope for more yet. The top elect, the 2 Air Assault. The other one that we're interested in backing here is the 7 Coning. Okay, this is a really interesting pedigree. 3-year-old colt by Kingman out of the Galileo mare Patsy Boyne. If we just go and pull up Patsy Boyne herself from a Northern Hemisphere perspective, before she shipped to Australia and served Australian Southern Hemisphere time, she got Narenko by Kingman, who's now a 3 from 8 winner. This form reference through Narenko stacks up left, right and centre, or the pedigree reference. Narenko came out and won a Group 3 in France last month, knocking off Lord Charming over 10 furlong. The form references out of this making Narenko a full relation to to Koning. The form references out of this win when it won the Le Coupe de Masons Lafitte over 10 furlong at Longchamp a month and a half ago. All the form references out of this suggest it's a high-class Group 3 win, rating to Group 2, potentially Group 1 level when you have a look back through the beaten brigade that comes out of this race. Second home, Lord Charming, came out and won a Group 3 in Germany, next up by 2.5. Third home, True Testament, the Siuni 4-year-old colt. Form behind Sim Camille and Al Hakim in its 3-year-old season, giving a good line for Narenko back to 2 top-class types in Sim Camille and Al Hakim. Fourth home, Solid Form Prior in good company. And fifth home, a listed winner by 5 lengths in Germany to start prior. So everything out of that suggests to me that Narenko hit a new peak over 10 furlong last start. Narenko being the full brother to Koning suggests to me that Koning's potentially top class as well. If you go back to the second dam, Kasora, the second dam of Koning, Kasora, she is the dam of the absolute top class and leading stallion High Chaparral, who's by Saddler's Wells. Now that makes Patsy Boyne, the dam of Koning, a 3/4 relation to High Chaparral, because Patsy Boyne is by Galileo out of Kasora, whilst High Chaparral is by Saddler's Wells out of Kasora. So Saddler's Wells, being the sire of Galileo, gives that line back to Patsy Boyne. So this one's absolutely superbly bred by Kingman out of a 3/4 relation to High Chaparral, who's already got a high-class Group 3 winner in France, also by Kingman. The last start win at Newcastle, when it made all to win by 2.5 lengths, knocked off a very smart, older French type, Girl with Balloon, who's won good races in France. And the third horse home gives good form references back as well. The 3-year-old Saxon Warrior youngster, good lines back to good vintage. And the win in the Super Maiden start prior for 100k tag was very good as well. There's other lines out of this race as well. So we pull it up. Good margins further back to Gallivanna and Kilsey, which also give good form references, and further good margins 6.8 back to High Hand. So just got a feeling that there's a lot of merit associated to that 1850 metre maiden win. Penny's finally dropped, has an adaptable speed profile, came from well back just to miss behind good vintage and exceed perfection. This form line in its last start win at Newcastle franks that. So the two that we want to be backing here once again in the Drummond Vase are the 2 Air Assault, 6.50, 2.10, and close second elect Koning, 18.0, 4.0. You can back them both on an each way basis for a result across the race. I'm pretty confident we're going to get a winning result out of this race. That is Moonee Valley race 7 on Saturday, the Drummond Golf Vase. Thanks.